The V2 is a trail bottom, as you can see right there. And the V1 is just a normal NMD outsole. All white, no ridges, you know, nice and clean. In terms of wear and tear, definitely the second edition is better, but aesthetically, the first one is much more appealing to me, and I think one of the reasons why the price on them is much higher than the second edition. From the side, if you look at this one, it kind of looks a little awkward. Not really, but the bottoms, like, to the average, you know, consumer, doesn't look as good as a straight bottom from the side right here. Now, the lettering itself, like, 2 of the pairs are like this on these new editions and 2 aren't, but as you guys could see on the V2s, they're not stitched in. Well, on this particular colorway, it's more like heat pressed or something along those lines, but definitely not stitched in. I'll show you guys the other pair too. And then when we look at the originals, as you guys can see, each letter is stitched in right there. And I think that gives it a much better look than the second version, because just looks a little more high-end and a little more expensive than, you know, just a heat press lettering. But at the same time, this does look really clean as well, and the fact that it's like 3M, you know, makes it like look really nice in my opinion. The laces on these new ones, they're just solid plain colored laces. As you guys can see, it's just like a solid white. They do come with extra laces, but I'm just talking about in general. And then the V1s, as you guys can see, it's patterned laces right there. So it's blue, and then there's like, you know, a yellowish gold speckled in all over. And even on the extra laces, as you guys can see, it's white, but then there's the gray speckled all over that as well. Now, another difference that I noticed, visually it doesn't really show, but these cages on the newer editions I think are a little more sturdy and a little more durable than the original ones. They do look the exact same. Like, if I put it side by side, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Like, right there. But definitely the newer edition is a little more sturdy. This one's a little more flimsy. As you guys can see, even when I'm like doing it, you guys can see how this one moves much easier. And I think that does help. You know, first of all, these original ones do kind of hurt your foot when you put them on. And the second one, it also does the first few wears. But I think these being a little more sturdy takes that away. The blocking is the same on both pairs, just 2 blocks here, and then, you know, the block on the medial side right there. And same goes for this pair, so 2 blocks on the outer, and of course the medial right there. Sizing wise, as I was saying about the fit, so these ones, I went true to size. I was like, I got a size 10 in these, and then this one I tried on the 10, but it was a little bit snug, so I just ended up going half a size up. Now that might be because of the trail bottom and of course the sturdiness of the cages that I just talked about, but the thing is, the other 2 of the 4 colorways on these ones that released, the prime knit is very similar to this one, while this edition in particular is kind of like a woven prime knit compared to this, which is like straight one. So that might also affect the sizing. So in terms of the clouds one, I would say go half a size up maybe, or true to size should be fine for most people, but for me I went half a size up from my original size. I did a review on these, so if you want to check it out, just go on my YouTube and look at it. I'll also link it in this video. So of course, looking at the insoles, another thing I want to compare, they are pretty much the same thing. I don't know if the camera's picking it up that well or not, but you know, it's the same human body design thing inside both of them. You guys, as good a look as I can. Yeah, now keep in mind this is the left pair, this is the right pair, but as you guys can see, the design is pretty much the same inside. So in terms of the back, both of them say Pharrell Williams, the double Pharrell Williams logos. Both stitched in, leather heel tabs, nothing different there. Boost is the same, stitching on the back is the same. And the collars, again, same stitched collar, nothing different there. There's a better look at that. And yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. So for my final verdict on these sneakers, if I had to pick one, I would definitely go with the blue ones, just because I think the colorways on the original versions were much nicer and, you know, popped out a little bit more, such as just like, you know, sharp blue colorway. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love this sneaker, I do love this colorway as well, but again, I'm just saying if I had to pick one, In terms of, you know, wear and tear, I would go with the V2 because of the trail bottom, and it's just, I think the few changes, subtle changes they made makes it a little bit more wearable compared to the first version. Aesthetically, again, definitely I'd go with this one, and overall, I think Pharrell's initial human race drop, well, the right one, was much better than the second one, and hopefully we'll see things more similar to this in the future. But from the leaked images I've seen, we're sticking with the trail bottom for 2018. There's 4 colorways that are set to drop, 2 tie-dyes, a nude one, I think a black and purple one. So hoping to see that soon, maybe I think March or something around then, but we'll see what happens. Nothing is confirmed yet, but hopefully we get a few trails, and we also go back to getting a few of the original bottoms because I think they just look a little bit better. But either way, I'm fine. I love the Human Races. They're one of my favorite sneakers, probably second favorite Adidas sneaker to the Yeezys. And that's about all I have for you guys. So if you guys did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe. Make sure to share this video. And until next time, thank you guys.